Good day and welcome back to the channel. So this will be the actual part 2 for the AGT SDA-140T compact track loader, or compact tracks here, whatever you want to call it. So what we're going to go over today is kind of what to expect when you pick it up from the auction, some things that I've learned, as well as what comes with the machine. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it today. I would love to do some more outside filming for you and actually show you the machine and whatnot, but today it's degrees Celsius, and tonight with the overnight low it's going to be minus degrees Celsius. So inside stuff it is. I do apologize in advance. I do have both dogs with me today and they're a little bit feisty, so I fully expect them to interrupt and squeeze their balls, and oh, that's horrible. They have emotional support horse toys that are round, and they haven't lasted very long, and they make a bunch of noise when they decide it's time to bite down on them. So I do apologize. Anyways, we'll get right into this for you. So what to expect on pickup day? I can only speak to my experience with the Ritchie Brothers auction, which was fantastic. It was 100% positive. Some things you need to know though for going into the Ritchie Brothers auction. When pickup day comes, you're going to need to take some things with you and have some things on your person. Of course, it'll be paperwork in the office, things like that. But they also require you to have a few like personal protective type things. So first thing is a set of work gloves. I have impact gloves because when your hands slip on stuff and they meet a trailer deck or they meet a machine, it's not very comfortable. And then the other thing that they require you to have is your safety vest. So I have these ones, as well as you can get like the safety stripes, either or they're okay with. And they also would like you to have steel toe boots. Those are things that I think you should just have with you anyways. Doesn't matter what auction you're going to, because it just makes your life easier if something were to go slightly sideways. Oh, hi. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be long before you. Yeah. Okay. I know, sweetie. I know. The cold sucks. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Poor thing. Yeah. Yeah, they've been cooped up inside because we do worry about the pads on their feet with the really cold temperatures. They don't really seem to care, and then all of a sudden they do when they're lifting their feet and you're carrying them, so we try to mitigate. Anyways, so you've got all your stuff, you're getting loaded at Ritchie Brothers. There's only two ways I've ever seen these machines get loaded. One is in the steel crate, which is actually the method I prefer, and then the other one is where you fire it up and drive it onto your trailer or truck or whatever. So we're going to go over kind of the two different scenarios. We'll start with the getting loaded with the forklift or the loader and the machine is still in its crate. Have a load plan for that. That's something that they ask, and honestly it's something that you should have anyways. You should know how you want the machine loaded onto your trailer or onto your truck well before you show up. And having it in the crate makes you kind of stop and look it over before you back it off your trailer or back it off out of your truck. That's that's the big thing there. And then if you're going to an auction that allows you to just drive it onto your trailer, some things that I would take with you and keep on hand is, of course, bring fuel for it. Bring its proper or correct type of fuel, so gasoline or diesel. Bring some engine oil, for your little gas machines, some 5-weight 30. For your diesels, 1540. Bring some heavy duty coolant if your machine has a wet system, a wet cooling system, and bring some hydraulic fluid with you. Because one thing I noticed is none of these machines have any fuel or any hydraulic fluid in them. And the last thing you want to do is roast out the pumps on your brand new purchase by not having fluid in it. So I run a 32 weight hydraulic fluid. Seems to be, compatible with everything up here. Down where you are, you might want to run a 64 if you're in the south there. But yeah, that's, take that with you. Don't wreck your pumps, things like that. The next thing that I would bring with me, and this is just something that I'd keep in the truck anyways, is this little, a booster pack, but this is our cat booster pack, hashtag not sponsored. So, your leads come out here for boosting the 12 volt, for the batteries. And one of the reasons that I particularly like this one that came from Costco a good ways back, it was the missus that found it and brought it home actually, is that, I'm a goober. Sorry. The leads go here. Not here. That's a 110 volt plug. Wow. Know your equipment, man. Good Lord. Anyways, this has the air pump on it. So this, it's unrinds. And you set it and forget it. It's a good thing to have in case something goes wrong on your vehicle or your trailer. And it's also a good thing to have if you're picking up a rubber tire machine. You can air up your tires on the trailer, so when you tie it down, it's not sitting cockeyed or one strap doesn't come loose because, tires don't have the same pressure in them. Something to take with you. I would always take one of these with me. In fact, I always do. Every road trip, every time I hook up to the trailer, this is in the truck. So, moving on. Awesome. You've done all the steps. You've got all the things. You went and picked up your machine. It's at home now. Awesome. Super excited. Yeah, it's exciting. Hell yeah. But again, before you get into it, if you didn't do it already, check all your fluids, top them off, fill it with fuel, and I mean fill it. I would really, with the compact equipment, especially the gasoline ones, I would fill the tank before I leave the auction, just in the parking lot of the auction or whatever. I would fill the tank full so that the fuel has time to, shake and vibrate and actually feed itself down to the carburetor, which should make initial fire up a lot easier for you. Great. So you've done all that. You've got it untied. You've got your ramps down. You're good to go. Great. Now, all right. So you got your machine home. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. You're such a cute boy. And you're checking it out. You've topped off your fluids and all that fun stuff. You're about to wing her off the trailer or off the truck, and you notice something. A black bottom, yellow top tools box. I guess technically that's accurate because there's multiple tools in here. But, still gives you a little giggle. Tools box. Anyways, so what we'll do is we'll get you a close up on this, and we'll show you what's inside. All right, now that you're in decently close, let's go through this thing. Start with the first bag that we got here. Uh-oh, we got some escapees. Alright, so we have, appears to be 3 sockets. a handle slash a thing for your sockets to clip onto. Double-ended wrench, so 19 mil, 17 mil, double-ended spanner, again, depending where you are. The needle fitting end for the grease gun. The actual manual grease gun itself. And actually a pretty nice looking number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Now, for whatever reason, this machine came with these 2 bags of what are their exhaust port plates, or they mount on the exhaust, and you can put another pipe on here, but there's 2 of them with this machine for some reason. So I don't know if this is a problem or if this is the indication that we should maybe fabricate something cool. And then in this last bag here, a spark plug. Oh, well, rando bolt. So cool. But the spark plug removal and install tool. So you put the handle, this is technically your handle. See the holes, slide it through, and then you got your action there. Now your paperwork. So we have warranty documents here. And these are, yes. So these are high altitude carburetor air fuel mixture. So this is some information about running the carburetor at a high altitude. It tells you how to, no, it's not adjust it, sorry. I'm all over the place today. So that you can get a kit from them by what altitude you're at. So altitude 1 or 2 there, which is neat. So at least they're giving you options if your machine's running poorly because you're at high altitudes. At least they've acknowledged that, and they've given you some resources for it. Now, here is the gasoline engine manual. Fairly basic. You have your safety precautions and the kind of what it is. Your different engine families. Right, so the one that is in this machine looks more like, I want to say this one. But it's just a 13.5 horse, 420cc Rado. So fairly common engine. Shows you your oil dipstick. Proper oil check, like how to check the level properly. This is the little screen inside the tank. You'll see once you take the cap off, you'll see like a filter mesh screen. So again, some nice information, shows you how to properly do this, and it gives you the liters. So yeah, 420cc, 6.5 liter fuel tank. It also gives you, hey, don't do this. Watch for these things. Your first startup. how to go about that. Let's not skip pages here. You know what to do when you're running the engine. Again, that altitude stuff. And then the different ways to shut the engine off. So there are, you know, your checklists here. This is your service checklist. I like this. So this tells you how to service it, or sorry, what to service and when. Now, the one thing I'm going to say here is the engine oil. Right here. The engine oil, I would drop it right away and replace it with domestic engine oil. So whether that's like Quaker State or Valvoline or whatever your favorite like base 530 engine oil is, that's what I would do here. But again, this is a great bit of information to have for the life of the engine. How to drain it, maintenance method, air filter, you know, tells you how to do that. Oh, and it gives you the spark plug types. Let's see. Yeah, and how to change a spark plug, the gap. RANS port, and storage. Oh boy, I'm going to leave that alone. Tells you how to store it for a long time and transport it properly, and then troubleshooting. Specifications on the engines, torque and things like that. The electric starter diagram, which is super handy to have in case you have issues. And then a parts list. Easy Warren parts list. You mean things that wear out easily? I don't know if I like seeing that, but I know what they mean. So, all right, so that's what comes in the toolbox. Oh, hi, Free. Yes. Alrighty, well, that's about all we have for this video. That takes care of kind of what to expect, some of the things I've learned, and what comes with your machine. The weather is supposed to warm up quite a bit, you know, all things considered. So we will get out and do some actual running of the machine, showing you how it functions and things like that. So till then, you know, stay warm, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, Freeze getting feisty. They've been inside for too long, and quite frankly, it's too cold outside. We worry about their paws. Hi. Yes. Hello. Hi. Yes. Hello. That's a... I love you, but that ball is disgusting. It smells like death and rotten fruit cocktail. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you can have that. That's yours. Mm-hmm. Love you to pieces, girl, but that's got a funk to it. Alright, so we'll move on here. Oh, dog hair in the eye, because that's shepherd life. So you've got your machine home, and I still haven't gotten this hair out of my eye, so that's cool. Appreciate that. Oh well. Carrying on. Oh, excuse me. The cold weather and I do not get along. I don't know why I still live here. Excuse me. All right, because it's expensive to live everywhere. So you got your machine home. Awesome. You've gathered up your tools box. God, I love this. If I remember correctly, this is the one for the skid steer. Nope, that is the one for the dump truck thing. Here, Kip, have a tools box. Here we are. Ah, correct one. This one actually says toolbox. Damn, can't make the joke anymore. Oh well. Every machine should come with one. Now, if you buy them secondhand, I don't really like that term. If you buy them off a reseller, Frey, you're being spicy today. If you buy them off a reseller, you may or may not get the toolbox. I would inquire about it because I did find this one to be quite useful, quite helpful. Now, we'll get you in here to show you this, but you're going to have some things, and this is what came in the toolbox for mine. Hi.